amazing. If you do not know who Chadwick Boseman is, he is the actor that was in the Black Panther. And unfortunately, he did pass away.
What?
Yeah, from cancer at the age of 43. You are living under a rock, Zach.
Honey.
He died at such a young age, honestly, at the, like, prime of his career. But thank goodness that we got films like, you know, the Black Panther to remember. He has so many great ones, but that one was, like, the big one that really...
Yeah.
Like... So he won, and his wife accepted his Golden Globe for him, and mad respect, honestly, to this man. And I'm so happy that he won. Brings me so much joy. He gave so much amazing representation, and his performances were absolutely great. So I recommend rewatching all his films. I do.
Oh, yes, I love that. And especially since, as Dylan said, I've been living under a rock, I will be doing so.
Please, because honestly, you'd be doing yourself a favor, because it's great. And yeah, and she gave such like a heartfelt acceptance, and oh man, I just like honestly wanted to cry when I was watching her. But it makes me so happy that that he's getting, obviously, the recognition that he deserves, even after his death. So,
yes.
That brought me so much joy. Okay, so next, I have a story, and this one is from...
Use condoms?
No. I'm trying to give you some positive stories, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Positivity. So... An elderly couple falls in love during the pandemic and is planning a wedding.
Wait, fell in love?
Yes. And okay, and this when I'm talking elderly, I'm talking how old are this wonderful, beautiful, happy couple? They are 94 years old. And they're literally 12 days apart. Oh, doesn't your heart
yes.
just
I love love.
That? Okay. So the story is from CNN. And they're planning their wedding after vaccination. Can I just say that is the cutest thing I've ever... I don't even know how people, like, honestly date right now. It's so hard. Especially thinking about like, when you're a part of such a high-risk group, like the elderly, at 94. Yeah. But they were able to make this work, and they're happy, and they're out here. So...
my heart melt like butter.
Yeah, so that just brings me so much joy that there are people out here still like love,
finding love.
Yeah, finding love. There's never a wrong time, right?
You can't put love in quarantine.
So people are falling in love. Not me.
Well, yes.
Zach is like, I'm very much in love.
I've been in love, but yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad other people are doing it because it brings me a lot of joy. Yes. And especially like at 94, like there's no impossible task, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like it'll come for you. It'll come for you even at 94 years old.
Yeah, I think it just goes to show you can't put time or age or anything on love.
No.
So if you're still single at the age of 30, know that you have 64 more years to go until you could potentially find the love of your life.
Exactly. There you go. 64 more years of, life. So that brings me immense joy. And I'm so happy for the happy couple. And I hope they will, invite us to their wedding.
Oh, yes. Email us at whisperwfpodcast@gmail.com.
Uh-huh. We've shared a few stories, like, kind of similar to that one, but I'm just happy for them.
I am ecstatic for them. Ugh.
I'm ecstatic, too. So, talking about kind of educating ourselves on viruses. I'm not going to be talking about COVID. Girl, we know enough.
Girl, you made too many appearances on this damn podcast.
You listen on COVID. This ain't about you. All right? This ain't about you, okay? We're going to talk about another... we're gonna break some stigmas today. All
for the stigma breaking.
Yeah, no, because honestly, I think about being part of the LGBTQIA plus community, and how I am pretty well educated on what HIV is, but I think about it, I'm like, maybe if I wasn't part of this community, maybe I wouldn't know as much about it. And I feel like even like the more I educate myself on the subject, the more I learn. And honestly, it's not a death sentence. And I feel like a lot of people still see it with those eyes in it. And it shouldn't be like that, because it's not the end of the world. Do you know what I mean? It's really not.
Yes.
And it is okay to be in a relationship with somebody with HIV. It is okay to be... They are not, like... If it is undetectable, it is not transmittable. So I think that is really important to understand, baby.
Yes.
Understand it.
Understand that.
So I have this this article right here. It came out on March 27th of 2019 from Connor Young. And I believe this is from Out Magazine, if I'm not mistaken. And we're just going to talk about 10 things.
Yes.
To break a little stigma, to educate ourselves, right? So, like I said before, if it is undetectable, it equals untransmittable. So you cannot get the virus if the person on treatment is undetectable. So that's really important to reiterate, because I feel like there's a lot of misconception when it comes to that. Also, you do not have to disclose if you are HIV positive to your partner. You don't have to tell them if your status, like if you wear condoms and you're at an undetectable status. So they do not owe you that if they literally cannot transmit it.
At their discretion, honey. Hello?
Yeah. So also, if you are worried about that, there are ways, like, if you're, like, let's say, having unprotected sex with somebody who has HIV but is undetectable, there are ways that you can still protect yourself as the partner. So you can use things like PrEP. So that is actually, you take it just to prevent getting HIV, pretty much. And that's a very effective tool. So, I mean, hello, there it is. And if you're a person who is, like, you know, doing hookups and all that stuff with people and you just want to take care of yourself, I think that's an excellent way. I mean, it's pretty simple to take, and there you go. Boom.
And just really quick to add to that, and not to put a damper on this, but if you are on PrEP, that is not include other STIs or STDs, just to put that out there. That is specifically for HIV. Just so you know, because I know a lot of people have that confused, but yes.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely not. Like, you need to still protect yourself against other things like syphilis. Like, you can still
gonorrhea,
get that. You can still very much get that. All kinds of other
diseases we're not going to name.
STIs.
But yes.
Yes, you can still get those. It is literally, I'm talking about HIV right now. Okay.
Other viruses and diseases, sit down.
Yeah, so you can't catch really HIV from kissing somebody or touching them, or from a toilet seat, or from masturbating somebody else, or using somebody's toothbrush. It's literally, or if you use a condom, like, it's literally something that it can't survive outside of the body for very long. So it pretty much, HIV dies when it's outside the body for periods of time. So yeah, you don't have to worry too much about that. Also, the rate of getting HIV from oral sex is, like, very, very low, too. So I think that's important, too, to mention. You don't have to worry too much about that. I mean, still, like I said, you can always be extra cautious, but if the person is undetectable, and if you're just, you know, if it's oral sex, you're probably fine. So that's a good one. If you do get exposed to HIV, so let's say you find out somebody possibly is detectable and they maybe passed HIV to you, or maybe you used needles that you're unaware, like if somebody has HIV, like you shared needles or something like that. or if any way you could have gotten exposed to it, you can go to the emergency room and they can give you a treatment to prevent and lower your risk of getting an infection. So it's not the end of the world too. If like you find out later that, or maybe you were assaulted or something like that, you can go to the emergency room and they will provide you with like post-exposure, I think it's PEP is what it's called, and it will prevent you, it will lower your risk pretty much of contracting the virus. And then people with HIV live normal lives. I think that's something important to mention too. It's not like all of a sudden these people are just, I don't know, on completely different like level of, you know, living. Like, no, they're exactly the same. You can't tell by looking at somebody. And it's not strictly like a gay thing. Literally anyone can get it too. So I think it's important to just protect yourself and have safe sex no matter who you're sleeping with. And there you go. And just protect yourself. Like, it's not a big deal. If you do get HIV, seeking out treatment, also a community. There are groups of support groups of people with HIV. So you know, there are resources out here. Like, it is not the end of the world, okay? And there should not be this huge discrimination against HIV. No. So
there's no need for it.
There you go, baby.
I love that. Thank you. So informative.
Of course. I feel like, I don't know, I probably mentioned these things before, but I think that, you know, reiterating and just making sure y'all
are educated. Hello.
Okay, I want to end on a positive note.
Yes, do it.
I want my last story to be just something that brings me joy, brings millions of people around the world joy. We're going to talk about Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Pokemon. So, Pokemon. Hello. It is. Hi. Does anyone not know what Pokemon is? I feel like everyone knows.
I feel like everybody knows what Pokemon is.
So, Pokemon is, you know, pocket monsters. That's what it translates to. It's pretty much released in Japan in 1996. It is a show. It's an anime. But also it got converted into like games, just all kinds of stuff. And I remember the cards,
everything. The
concept is that the players would travel through a fictional world, training and battling these creatures that are Pokemon. And the whole mantra was just so fun. It was like, gotta catch them all. So I don't know if you remember like Pokemon Go, a couple.
How could I forget? Me out at 2 a.m. in the morning, fucking hunting Pokemon.
This like phenomenon of a show.
Phenomenon, yes.
Literally has taken hold of me at multiple stages in life. Okay.
It literally just took hold of you like 2 minutes ago, where you spent 10 minutes looking at the Happy Meals.
So that's an excellent reason to bring it up this month. McDonald's did come out with the Happy Meal toys, and they are precious. They are trading cards, and I want all of them.
You gotta catch them all, Dylan.
I was hardcore into collecting cards when I was younger. I had all the holographic ones. I was really good at playing. At least I think I was. I don't know.
To me, I was.
To me, I was. I remember, like, my proudest moment was when I, like, played through the whole game on my Game Boy.
Ooh.
And I unlocked it. Like, I did all of it. And I caught them all.
You caught them all.
So pretty much, I want to mention, it has taken hold once again in pop culture. Once again, with the release of the Happy Meal toys.
Here they are.
All sold out. But it's just so nostalgic. The character, especially the old character designs, like Bulbasaur, Squirtle, you know, the Pikachu is iconic.
Squirtle was my favorite.
Iconic. So yeah. So that's it. Pokemon.
I love it. No, that's great.